Welcome back again to the Gobby Gaffer office here at AFC Fylde. And you know how I said that my transfer business was more or less finished? Think again. I've made 4 more signings. They're all coming in on loan. So we have João Tavares from Norwich, Sam Leasley from Sheffield United, Callum Scanlon from Burnley, and Boubacar Diallo from Crystal Palace. João Tavares coming in as an 18-year-old from Norwich. He's coming as a 3-star with bags of potential. We did need some more cover in that right wing-back role, and if you look at this lad's physicals, for 18, he's quite good, isn't he? Another 18-year-old, this time from Sheffield United, Sam Leasley. Coming in as a 3-star with, again, bags of potential. He's going to be a Mazzala in that midfield slot. So we've got a nice little bit of cover in there. Obviously, with Gower not renewing his, us not being able to renew his loan, we needed some more cover for Mundle in the middle of the park. So Sam Leasley is going to do that job for us. This time, a 20-year-old from Burnley, Callum Scanlon, left wing back. He's actually a wing-back. He's not a full-back pretending to be a wing-back. He's a wing-back. Physicals, brilliant. Mentals, brilliant. He's come as a 3-star with the potential to be 5. Again, bags of potential. So we're getting some really good players in on loan now. Really good. Not just backup players. I think some of these are going to be first starters, first on the team sheet. So we've done some really good business here. I'm kind of thanking my director of football for finding most of these players for me. And finally, from Crystal Palace, 18-year-old Belgian, Boubacar Diallo. I'm not quite sure here what happened with the scouting. He was scouted as a 4-star, potential to be 5. He's actually coming as a 3, potential to be 5. But still a really, really top player. Great mentals and technically 14 for passing, 15 for technique. So Wright Phillips and Odin Bailey, watch your backs. But you know what? It never hurts to have some real good strength in depth, particularly when, you're in cups and the league games and you're getting 2 games a week. You do need some good rotation. And I think this season now, I'm really happy with the team I've got. I think we've got some really good options for rotation. And hopefully that will lead us to at least a trophy or 2 maybe. And speaking of trophies, one trophy we won't be lifting will be the Caribou Cup. We played a QPR and we got beat 4-1, so we're actually out of the Caribou Cup. We played 1 game in the last episode. We beat Accrington 3-1. We then invited Wigan to Mill Farm in the first round of the Caribou Cup, beat them 1-0, bit of a slim victory there. Then we went back into Sky Bet League 2, away game at Port Vale, beat them 3-1. Gateshead then, another 2-1. Then we had a little bit of a slump. Caribou Cup got knocked out of that. We got beat 4-1. And then we went away to Doncaster and got beat 3-1. And we were well beaten in that game. But then we picked it up again against Rochdale. Away game, won 2-0. Another away game at Gillingham, won 3-1. And then we played Mansfield at home in the last game off camera. We beat them 1-0. And as you can see from the goal scorers, Jastrzemski is picking up from where he left off last season. And he's banging the goals in for us at the moment. Against Gillingham, scored a hat-trick. Very, very nice indeed. So I think today we're going to try and squeeze 3 games in. We're going to do the Exeter, Notts County and Chesterfield games. All Sky Bet League 2 games. The game after that is Crewe in the Papa John's Trophy. But we're just going to stick to the league games today. I'm going to try and squeeze those 3 games. So let's get stuck in straight away, shall we? And we've got Exeter at home. See you in the dugout. Okay, straight into it. Team for today. Got quite a few injuries knocking around at the moment. So I've had to make a few switches. A couple of the new loan players are injured, so we can't have a look at them today. But anyway, we've got Brad Young in goal, back 4 of Tavares. You get a chance to see him today. Atkinson, Simu and Gibbons. Rossiter is the defensive midfield player. Dozel, Mundle in the centre of the park. Kumas and Diallo are the wingers today. And Brad Young, we get a chance to see him from the start today as the advance forward. And we're underway against Exeter. They have the first highlight, Stubbs to Collins, right over the top for John Jules, and within 5 minutes We're 1-0 down. Not the most ideal of starts, is it really? I think we'll just skip that one because that was pretty horrible. So, we now need to score 2 goals. And, oh, is that an own goal? They're giving it to Diallo. Again, another strange goal. We had one of these in the last on-camera game. Diallo. That's an own goal, that. But Diallo will claim it. So we're back to 1-1. 7 minutes on the clock. Their lead didn't last for too long, thankfully. Rossiter to Kumas. Back to Rossiter. So we're playing the ball around quite nicely now. Just getting a little feel for it. Working ourselves into the game. I mean, that first goal was not great, was it? But we, 7 minutes on the clock. We've got ourselves back into the game, and it's back to a level playing field again. But we're not doing well there, are we? That's twice the ball's been given away, but Mundle has picked it up. So Mundle on the right-hand side. He's going to switch that into Diallo. Into Kumas, into the bottom of the net for 2-1. Very, very nice indeed. Now then, little bit of a giggle for you. In one of the games I was playing off camera, so the ball was played back to the keeper. It came up with young.b. So later on, we're playing the game, and in midfield, young.b again. And I thought, am I seeing things here? What's going on? And of course, ever the observant me, I'm signing these players. It's me who's signing them. I know what the names are. Well, you'd think I would do. So we've actually got a goalkeeper called Brad Young. And the new striker I signed called Brad Young. So he's just had the ball there, and Kumas has scored again. So young.b actually was the assist for that goal. So I was slightly confused. Not anymore. I'm all right with it now. I mean, you can't really get confused, can you? Because one is the goalkeeper, so he's stuck at one end of the pitch, and the other's the striker, so he's stuck at the other end of the pitch. It's not that confusing, but believe me, it doesn't take a lot to confuse me. Anyway, that was a rather long, maybe boring story. I found it quite amusing. 34 minutes on the clock. We're 3-1 up. No idea what that first goal was all about. We got just caught a bit cold-footed, and they nipped in, scored a very quick early goal. But anyway, Mundle's on the ball again now. 38 minutes on the clock. He's going to slide this over, and someone's going to tap this in. No, he's going to do it himself. He's going to do it himself. He didn't need any assistance for that one. He just thought, you know what? I'm not passing this. I'm just going to spin round in the penalty area and stick it in. Nice footwork there. Comes back again. And just a lovely little finish. So he had 4 players there he could pass to, but he thought, nah, I'm good enough to do this. So, having gone 1-0 down in the 5th minute, we're now coming up to half-time, and we're 4-1 in the lead. This is very nice. So we're just going to... that's as good a first half as you're likely to see. Well done. Now, if there is a slightly disappointing angle to that first half and those 4 goals, the disappointing angle is that my backup striker, Young B, has not scored. There are goals in this game. Some games are very tight and you don't get a chance, but there are goals in this game and he's not got one of them. Now, is that a worrying sign, or I'm not too sure, because I don't really want to be relying on Jastrzemski for the goals. You know, we did that with Charman. Charman in that season where he scored 40-odd goals, nobody got anywhere near to him. I think the next highest goal scorer was something like 7 or 8 goals for the season. I don't want to be in that position again. So it'd be very nice if Brad Young got on the score sheet. Roster with free kick. That's headed just over. Time for a couple of subs. Brought Ferdinand on. He's one of the new up-and-coming young kids. He's come on the left wing, and Clayton has replaced Atkinson at centre-back. Both of the players that have come off on yellow cards. Don't like leaving players on yellow cards because that's a bit of a recipe for disaster. Dozell with the corner, swings it in. Oh, Tom Clayton, third goal of the season. Tom Clayton has only just come on. I think I might have to reorganise my corner situation. I have Atkinson, he's 6'5", I think. I have him in that position at corners. Although he's meant to be very, very good at heading, his jumping reach is superb. He doesn't seem to score an awful lot. I brought Clayton on, scores a goal straight away, so maybe I have to look at that. But anyway, 83 minutes on the clock. We're 5-1 in the league now. So, you know, with 3 teams going up out of this league, I'm not entirely sure whether goal difference will come into it, but certainly results like this will... Here's Young B! Oh, he did a Charlie Brown. Okay. From here on in, those rose edge shots are going to be called Charlie Browns. Anyway, 5-1 win. Like I say, does the goal difference a power of good, and onward and upward. And a little bit of remiss of me in the intro. I didn't show you the league table, but you get a chance to have a look at it now. So we played 7 games. We've got 18 points. Chesterfield are top dogs with 19 points, so only a point above us. Forest Green are doing quite well. We battled with them, you know, most of last season as well, didn't we? So they're doing quite well. And Stockport are in 4th place with 15 points. So we're going to swiftly move on now to the first of 2 away games, and that's going to be Notts County. So we're going to jump on the coach, and we'll see you there very shortly for that one. Welcome to Meadow Lane here in Nottingham, and today's team is Young in goal, back 4 of Scanlon, Atkinson, Van Kooten and Gibbons, Roster, again the defensive midfield player, Dozell and Mundell keep those 2 midfield berths. We've got Kumas and Wright Phillips on the wings, with Jastremski back as striker today. 10 minutes in, not a great lot's happened up to now. Notts County are just outside the playoff positions as we start this game, so I don't think it's going to be that easy for us. Not that any football games are easy. Jastremski to Mundell, Jastremski, and just over the bar from Jastremski. I think the keeper got a bit of a finger to that, so it's a corner. Dozell is going to swing this ball in, left-footed, and again we don't meet that corner. Back with us again, Scanlon with a throw-in, Atkinson coming forward now, building nicely from the back, Mundell, Wright Phillips, lovely ball through for Jastremski, who puts the ball in the back of the net, and that was a very silky move. Very, very silky move. And that's well worth another watch. Atkinson out from the back to Mundell, it's Wright Phillips who slides the ball through, cuts the centre halves in half. If that's it, can we say that? He cuts the centre halves in half. But Jastremski, lovely finish. Kumas, right-footed in-swinger. And what have I just been saying about Rob Atkinson not getting on those corners? And as soon as I say that, he proves me wrong and gets his head on to a corner. Lovely. He rose really well there. Maybe he's got to learn that position with us. Maybe he's got to learn it, and he's got to learn to, you know, he's got to learn a corner taker's technique. Foot on the ball there. They're trying to play like Barcelona, but it's not working, is it really? We're beating them 2-0 at the moment. Headed ball out to... right, Mundell picks the ball up. Rossiter, Dozell, who's played really well for us. Kumas, he's just going to take this on himself, and he loses it just outside the penalty area. Their keeper plays it short. No big hoofs today. Dozell picks the ball up. Rossiter, Wright Phillips slings a lovely ball over for Jastremski. Oh my word, what a player Jastremski is. But of course, you know, you need the support behind you, don't you? When you've got support like this, I mean, look at this chipped ball over the top there. Beats the centre halves again. Jastrzemski, lovely header into the back of the net. 3-0 up. So in the last 2 games, up to now, we've scored 8 goals. I mean, this is some going. So I'm trying to do quite a bit of rotation at the moment. Wright Phillips has come in today on that right wing, and he's already assisted in 2 of the goals. So that's quite nice. Kumas has assisted for the other one. So both me inverted wingers are assisting at the moment. That was less than good, wasn't it, that one? Come on, let's have that ball. What are we doing? Buffoonery there. Buffoonery. We're not going to keep a clean sheet today if we carry on buffoonery like that, are we? Jastrzemski's on an 8.9 as we go into half-time. So they're going to get another pat on the back. It's as good a half as you're likely to see. Carry on. Keep doing the good work. 16 shots, 6 on target. XG of 1.54. 65% possession. We will be making some subs very shortly. Although being out of the Caribou Cup now gives us a little bit more leeway for resting players. Get a little bit more training in as well. Nice ball forward there. Kumas on a plate. Jastrzemski. So that's... Oh, it's been flagged offside. Flagged offside. That is a shame. How far offside was it? Okay. We'll let him off with that one. Big hoof out. Gibbons picks that ball up. Nicely played to Wright Phillips, who doesn't take his man on and plays it back again. Wright Phillips, this time he plays it to Gibbons right out on the right hand side. But again, it's played back. We're not taking men on that right hand side. But who am I to complain? Because we're winning 3-0. Corner. Dozel. Swinging this ball in. This time it was taken off Atkinson's head. Out for another corner. Kumas swinging this ball in again. And that one's not picked up at all. But Wright Phillips is going to come forward with this again down this right hand side. This time he is taking his man on. Pass it back into Van Kooten. Van Kooten. We are going back with it though. Gibbons, Van Kooten. And weirdly that comes to nothing. Headed ball out. Straight to a white shirt. Not ideal. Ball into the box. Headed out again. Straight to a white shirt. Not ideal again. Don't hoof it. Play it to feet. Play it to feet. Very, very nice. Very cool. Calm and collected. But we've given the ball away again. Maybe a little bit of tiredness creeping in now. It's maybe time to bring a few subs on, I think. 3 subs on. Basharou's come on in midfield. Williams is taking over the defensive midfielder slot. And Clayton has come on again for Atkinson. Can he do another headed goal coming on off the bench? We shall see. Changes have not been made yet. Notts County with the ball. Into the penalty area. And that's in the back of the net. So we're pinned back a little bit now. 3-1. Don't need to watch that one. Proceed with the tactical changes. Yes, please. 20 shots, 8 on target, XG of 1.67, possession of 66%. We're playing amazingly well in this game once again. Jastrzemski's on an 8.7. Would be really nice if he could get his hat-trick. Playing the ball around at the back, just building it nice and carefully. That ball is over to nobody. And they hoof a ball forward. Well, that actually does find a white shirt. Clayton nips in very smartly with his newfound fitness. Newfound fitness. He's just come on as a sub. You know what I mean. Clayton again with his newfound fitness. Scanlon back to Clayton. Fresh legs, I think, is what I meant to say. Fresh legs. I get there eventually. Just, oh, what? Oh, what a shame. A little bit of jiggery-pokery going on in their penalty area, but Jastrzębski couldn't find the back of the net with that one. That's headed over to this side where the white shirts are going to pick it up. Coming forward. Can we keep this ball out the back of the net? I think we might need to do a bit of a tactical change here. Do a bit of time wasting, etc. Law into the... Woo, over the top. Yes, we are going to do a little bit of time wasting, I think. So we're going to drop the tempo. We're going to time waste. And Simu's going to come on at the back for Van Kooten. And we're going to bring Odin Bailey on for Wright Phillips. Keep the momentum going. Keep those rotational... Oh, I thought that was in. Notts County with the ball. And that's back to 3-2. Five or so minutes left and it's back to 3-2. Not ideal. This is quite poor actually. This could be a bit of a disastrous collapse. Unless we can just hold on to it. Well, we got it in the end, 3-2, but I'm not happy with those 2 goals we conceded. That was a little bit too nail-biting in the end. I mean, do we give them a little bit of a ribbing and risk dropping the confidence? I'm just going to say nice work, everybody, and they all look okay with that. It's so easy to drop players' confidence in this game, so let's not do that. Okay, so the league table now is looking like this. We're in second spot still, 8 play, 21 points. Chesterfield are still that point ahead of us. Looks like the top 3 all won, so it's as you were basically. So we're chasing Chesterfield at the moment, and we're looking for them to drop a few points really, and us to keep winning. And what better way to do that than actually playing Chesterfield? Shall we do that? Definitely. That's the next game. See you in the dugout. Welcome to the Technique Stadium here in Chesterfield. The Technique Stadium. We should be right at home here, shouldn't we? Because our technique is a little bit off the scale. Okay, let's stop doing jokes. Let's get into the team. Team for today, Young in goal, back 4 of Clayton, Atkinson, Van Kooten and Tavares. Rossiter is the defensive midfield player. Dozen and Mundell in the middle. We're giving Basharou and Diallo the winger spots today. And Jastrzębski is the striker. So it's maybe a little bit early in the season to be talking about like games that are super duper important. But it is quite an important game this today. If Chesterfield win this game today, they will go 4 points clear of us. If we win it, then we'll go top. So it is quite an important game, this one, even though we are very early in the season. I don't think at any time of the season, you know, you can, you know, Jastrzębski! We're winning 1-0. No, it's been flagged offside. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, back to, but as you were, all calm down. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I mean, I think that you shouldn't underestimate any game, really, at any time of the season. So, I mean, it would be very nice to get a win here. Anyway, Basharou's going to sling that ball in. It comes out to Rossiter, who's going to... I thought he was going to put that out wide again. Diallo. Basharou must score with that. I mean, I could have put that in myself. Nice technique, though. Only joking about putting it in myself. I probably would have put my back out, if I'm honest. That was quite a nice little move. I thought he was going to go wide with that again, but no. The players thought otherwise. Diallo, Basharou, nice little tap-in finish there. Not marked. Really very, very nice. I think I thought they were going to put the ball back out to Basharou, but because they came over this side, it took all the attention off Basharou. He just kind of stood his ground and tapped it in. So we're winning 1-0, 33 minutes. But Chesterfield have a free kick that goes over the top. I mean, that'll do. They can keep him there all game if they want. Bobbing on to half-time nicely now. Half-time comes around, winning 1-0. And we're going to say Should I say complacency? I don't want to see a hint of complacency. Basharoo and Van Kooten, not very happy with that. In fact, Diallo is not very happy with that either. But you know what? Sometimes you have to mix it up a bit. Patting your players on the back all the time, you know, mix it up a bit. Keeps them on the toes. Okay, we're into the second half now. 53 minutes on the clock. Chesterfield with the ball. Now, we did concede 2 late goals in the last game. We don't want to be doing that today. Against Chesterfield wouldn't be a disaster, but it wouldn't be advisable either, would it? I mean, if we can win this, like I said before, we will go top of the league by 2 points. Come on, stay switched on. Watch this build-up play. It's a ball forward for Clark to run onto. They seem to have a lot of spare players, but fortunately, again, that shot goes over the top, so that's quite nice. Atkinson and Van Kooten now looking a little bit tired. Simu has picked up another injury. He's out for 2 weeks. Basharoo! And it's... No! The linesman was running away then. He hadn't put his flag up. Oh, it was an arm hairs offside. Arm hairs offside. Nothing worse, is there? 3 subs, just try and freshen it up a little bit. We get to see Sam Leasley in midfield. He's coming back off injury, so he's on a fitness, but you know he can play the last 20 minutes or so. And I've changed both my wingers, both on yellow cards. And you know I don't like playing with yellow cards, cause what is it? It's a recipe for disaster. 10 minutes to play in this game. We're still winning 1-0. Chesterfield, free kick. Ball comes out. They've still got the ball. They're going to slide this in. No, we've actually picked it up nicely. No, don't give the ball away. Keep hold of that ball now. We don't need to do anything silly. We don't need to do anything silly. What was that? That was silly. Keeper's ball. Corner to Chesterfield. They're throwing the kitchen sink at it now. We've got to try and weather this storm for 5 minutes. Young B takes the ball in goal and we're all right. Drop the tempo, up the time wasting, and Williams on for Rossiter in midfield just to try and see if we can hold on to this lead, which would take us 2 points clear at the top. And we have as well. That cannot be underestimated. That is a great result, believe me. That is a great result. A nice work, everybody. That was good. And we finished this episode on top of the league. 9 games played, 24 points, 2 points ahead of Chesterfield, 4 points ahead of Swindon, 4 points ahead of Forest Green. Things are going rather nicely at the moment. Well, I think you'll agree. That was a very nice episode. 3 wins, top of the league. Can't ask for more than that, can we? Okay, so got a little bit of information to impart. So, you know the whole striking situation, the whole Charman situation. The reason I let Charman go was because he scored 13 goals in his last season with us, which is no mean feat, to be honest. You know, he'd moved up he wasn't prolific, but he'd moved up a league, wasn't as effective. But 13 goals as a backup striker, no mean feat. I did decide to offer him a new contract. I've told you all this before. He wanted to be a star player, and he also wanted reasonably big money, and he was a team leader in the dressing room. And I thought that's a recipe for disaster because he's not going to be a regular starter, he's not going to be a star player. So in the end, with a heavy heart, I let him go. We started this season, Jastrzemski on fire. When he's not playing, we don't have an awful lot. I mean, I've not tried Kumas or Wright Phillips up there yet, but the striker I brought in, second Brad Young, Young.B, striker, he's not really set the world on fire. He's played 5 games, I think, 1 assist. He's not scored yet. He did start a game And although we scored, was it 3 or 4 goals in that game in the first half, he didn't score. So, I don't know whether you're going to think I'm a bit potty. I've gone back in for Luke Jarman. He actually made a comment. It came up on my emails. He was actually praising the fact that we were doing really well. And I thought, oh, Luke Jarman, let's have a look. Where is he? Had a look. He'd not been signed. So I had a word with his agent. And his agent said, yeah, he want about between £500 and £700 a week. Really? £1,000 less? Okay. So I went in to give him a contract. And lo and behold, he just wants to be a fringe player. He's quite happy now, coming off the bench now and again. £750 a week. It's a no-brainer. So guess what? Luke Jarman, he's back at the club. I know a lot of you will be very happy. I'm quite happy as well, because it means that if Jastrzębski is tired or injured or we need another striker on the pitch, we can bring Luke Jarman on, and we all know he's capable of scoring them thunderbolts. He's still only 27. Time will tell. You make these decisions in football, don't you? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Hopefully, this one will work for us. He's only on a 9-month contract as well. So, at the end of the season, I can make another decision. Hopefully, by then, fingers crossed, we'll be in Sky Bet League 1. Maybe that will be a step too far. Who knows? Might even be a step too far for Jastrzębski. Hopefully not. Anyway, like I say, really good episode. 3 wins. Luke Jarman's back at the club. Amazing stuff. And even though it's early in the season, unless we have some kind of massive collapse, we're looking reasonably good for promotion at the moment. I know, it's early days. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, stop all the waffling and move on, play some games off camera, and we'll see you very, very shortly. It's exciting times here at AFC Fylde.